And do I have someone here on behalf of Naomi Makua?
I'm Naomi Makua and
Good
my
afternoon.
mom.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Mr. Poteet, why was this eviction filed? What's the cause of action?
Miss Naomi has been living in the house since 10/28/23. She does not have a lease with me. She does not have a legal lease with anyone. The property was left to us in a will, and Jennifer, a lady named Jennifer Monahan, Jennifer Monahan supposedly leased her the house, and we've received no money from the time that the house was leased until now. And even if you total the rent and everything at the basic $1,800 a month,
Mr. Poteet, do you have a lease, yes or no, with the defendant?
No, ma'am.
Okay,
No, ma'am.
no lease. So let's stop talking about money because we're going to just be dealing with possession. If you don't have a lease with her, we ain't got to worry about the money because you can't charge her any money. At best, we're going to get possession. Okay.
Gotcha, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
That's fine, Mr. Pitt. I'm gonna lead you through there because if we're trying to get possession, or if that's what you're aiming for, you got to just hit a few parameters. So there's no written lease between the parties. You mentioned that the defendant has been there since October of 2023. Is that accurate?
Correct, ma'am.
Okay, and potentially she came in because someone did lease it to her. It just wasn't you.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Right.
Now, Mr. Poteet, you said that the property is yours, that it was left to you in a will.
Yes.
When did you become the owner of the property?
2 weeks ago.
Oh, no.
Have you gone to court or have you received title in your name for the property?
Yes, ma'am.
It's disputed in probate.
Miss Makua, I can hear you.
Sorry.
So just be quiet.
Okay.
Because each party has to be respectful of the other. I will absolutely give you plenty of chance to respond.
So sorry.
So you have title. All right.
Yes,
So
ma'am. And the house was actually deeded to my wife, but my wife can't make the trip back and forth to Austin, so she deeded it to me. And I've got a legal deed here that's filed with the Travis County court. I showed it to
Mr. Petit, that's fine. I'm just asking if you own the property. You said you've got a title. We'll take it as true. Okay.
Yes.
Now you didn't get title until 2 weeks ago.
Yes,
When
ma'am.
did the notice to vacate go to the defendant?
When I came into the, let me see, hold on 1 second. The notice,
You provided a copy of a notice to vacate to us that's dated June 12th.
June 12th, yes, ma'am. But there was another one sent to her by someone else in August 20, April 26th.
Mr. Poteet, if you didn't send it, it doesn't count.
Gotcha.
Because you didn't own the property until 2 weeks ago. So I don't know how you're given a notice to do something if you don't own it.
I'm with you.
Okay. So in June, on the 12th, when this notice to vacate was sent, who owned the property then?
Me.
I thought you said you didn't get title until 2 weeks ago.
Well, I'm saying 2 weeks ago. Let me see if I can get the exact dates for you.
And Mr. Poteet, it is very important that I know, did you have authority to send that notice to vacate?
Yes, ma'am. I took it over there the day that, where's the property? Okay, the warranty deed was filed on the 11th of June 2026 in the courthouse for Travis County.
All right, and then the next day you sent the notice to vacate. Okay,
Yes,
so this one is to Miss Naomi Makua and Maria Munoz at that address. You're informed that you received this notice of eviction to lieu because the house previously allegedly leased to you. They claim you're squatting or illegally staying. You have 7 days to quit or deliver possession of the property. Your tenancy has now been canceled.
What?
A little bit of a confusion on that one, but okay. So you're giving her a 7-day notice. And then I see, Mr. Poteet, I also see in the messages here, I see what is 2 printed pages. And there's no signature on those. They're dated June 12th, eviction notice. And then there are screenshots of what appear to be a similar letter, but this one is addressed with an email address, and it's addressed to a Jennifer Monahan and to a Naomi Makua. Did you email this to someone?
No, the stuff that I filed with your court, it was a petition for eviction case. Do you have that?
Yeah, I did. I'm asking you about your notice to vacate, sir. Before you had to come to court, you gave a letter to the defendant and said, move, or I'm going to take you to court and evict you. And I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so Mr. Petit, Ms. Makua, if you look with me, I'm going to share and show you what I've got from the plaintiff. Okay, Mr. Petit, this is what you provided the court. This is a copy of what was labeled a notice to vacate, and I can see that it's issued June 12th at the top, and it's addressed to the defendant and another person. And then down here, you say, you're informed that once you get this eviction has been delivered to you because the house belonging to my sister-in-law and her estate was in probate, allegedly leased to you, who is presently squatting or illegally staying. You have 7 days to quit or deliver. Your tenancy has now been canceled. So first he calls you a squatter, and then you tell her your tenancy has been canceled, which is an oxymoron on its face. And then I'm giving you an attendance. It's not signed. There's nothing else to this. It's dated and it gives some information. And then attached to it is a proof of service, which is not signed. So there's no proof whatsoever with that. And then there's this picture, Mr. Poteet, and this just appears to be a picture. And I could see that it says termination letter. And I noticed there's a different name, right? Because this letter is to Miss Makua and a Munoz, but this one is to Miss Makua and a Monahan. Who's Jennifer Monahan?
This is the girl that was evidently the caretaker of the property after my sister-in-law died.
Okay. Do you recognize this letter?
Yes,
And what is this letter? Because this is not the same thing as this one. So what is this letter?
but that's the one that I was telling you that was sent earlier before I owned the property.
So
That's
this
why.
is the one that was sent in March.
Yes, yes, ma'am. March or April.
Before you began this process. Okay, all right.
She
Then how about
began.
this one? This one's dated March 19th. This is before you became the owner?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, this looks like the same thing. I see it's down here, March 20th to that Jennifer Monahan. And then this is probably the way they posted it.
Yes, ma'am.
The old method.
Constable or somebody that did that.
No, constable doesn't do it this way anymore. This would be the old method of service, but okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right, so Mr. Majid, it sounds to me like you're seeking possession because you
Yes,
don't
ma'am.
have a lease with the tenant. At best, assuming there is a lease, once you became it, you took the lease, and the reason that you're giving notice to vacate is that you say she doesn't have a lease, that she was illegally in possession.
Correct.
All right. Ms. Makua, I'd like to hear from you. Here's my first question. Do you have a written lease? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, who's your lease with?
Larry Hilbig and Monahan, representative administrator of Larry Hilbig Estates and Lisa Freeman Estates, a deed in trust by Sneed, who is agent for.
Okay.
It's,
you got a lease.
it's confusing, actually. I don't really.
It sounds like your
I-
lease is with the trust. The land may have been put into trust and you were dealing with an agent for the trust. Okay. What's the date on the lease?
The date on the lease, when I took tenancy was when Monahan collected all my fees, my app and everything. And that was, the date of the lease was November 1st of 2023 with special provisions for, my payee to, because I can't, give them they
Makua,
preferred payment
How
of
long
cash.
did the lease last?
Oh, it's a month by month that continues to auto renew pending probate.
Okay, so you have a pending probate?
Yes,
What about
and I've
after
been making,
probate? What
it's
about
still pet,
after?
I haven't received, and I'm waiting because I haven't,
You know, Ms. Makua, here's what I'm asking. I'm not saying it hasn't happened. You said that your agreement was you were renting month to month until probate. So my question is, what's gonna happen after it's probated?
I haven't received any information because, I've been without management. I have,
Ms. Makua,
severe,
this isn't about future. At the
yeah,
time you entered into the month-to-month agreement, Someone must have
Oh.
mentioned their probate is taking place.
Oh, no.
Then how did
This was
probate come up at all?
because Monahan went, she disappeared. She was her and Larry were living with me.
Okay.
And when Larry died, she cut off, okay, but they were going to shut off Larry's power because he was in the hospital. And so she said, hey, can you help pay extra, like a good faith to keep the utilities on? Because Larry's going to need to come back, which was a kind of a scam because I would later find out that he had died. But 3 days later, after I made my good faith payment to Larry's account, and I provided all the evidence of that. She cuts off my power within 3 days, and then takes off and destroys all of the services, like the hot water and everything. And I submitted that to her along with my notice to cease retaliation because I made a good faith payment, and I haven't received any notice.
Ms. Makua. So you've been on a month-to-month lease. I
Yeah,
find that to be true.
yeah.
Mr. Poteet became the owner of the property in June, and he's provided me with a copy of the warranty deed indicating that on June 1st, title was transferred from Kay Poteet to Kenny Poteet, and that was recorded with the Travis County Clerk's Office on June 11th.
Correct.
Pursuant to his ownership, he then sent you a notice to vacate. And
Well,
he's provided me with
I
that.
30 days is I have a lease.
That's what I'm saying, Ms.
Oh.
McCullough. You
Oh,
follow
sorry.
along. You have a lease.
Oh,
But
okay,
your
yeah.
lease renewed on a month-to-month basis, and halfway through the month of May, your owner changed. The landlord gave the land to someone else, and the new owner is Mr. Poteet. He became your new owner June 1st, and he sent you a letter that says he doesn't want you to be there anymore. He accused you of being a squatter. Once you got that letter, what'd you do?
I I went to the probate office to see if it was still pending. Because I was waiting for I was supposed to receive a certified letter.
Why do you believe that you'll get anything from the probate court, Ms. Makua? You are not a party to the estate.
Well, I don't have representation to know otherwise, and I had already
when it-
appealed the first decision that was done in retaliation, which I never. They ignored my lease and all of my cash payments.
Ms. Makua, the lease is not something that is handled by the probate court. A lease just continues. It's only a matter of who owns the land. And I'm gonna,
Well,
Ms. Makua, you're gonna win your case today because Mr. Poteet gave you the wrong kind of notice. So we're gonna get to the end of it. Mr. Poteet,
okay,
I'm
okay.
gonna show you what I find to be defective in your notice to vacate, okay? And Ms. Makua, please
Yeah.
hear what I'm saying because he need
I'm
only
sorry.
correct
I haven't.
your lease.
I'm trying.
I know. I understand you have an advocate with you. I'm hoping that she is calmly listening because there's some very important things I want to highlight here. Okay, Mr. Poteet, for you as well. This is the eviction notice. Can y'all see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Poteet, here's the flaw in what you wrote. This is an eviction notice. It's dated June 12th. There is no dispute between the parties. The court finds that a month-to-month tenancy has existed for the defendant, Ms. Makua. There's no doubt about that. She's been in a month-to-month tenancy at least since November of 2023. Whether or not she owes rent is a secondary feature. She would still be considered at most likely a tenant at sufferance. She has been granted authority to be there. She's been continuing to do that, and therefore she's a tenant. When you became the owner in June, in order for you to cancel a lease that's outstanding, you must give notice of the intent to cancel. What you said was that she's there illegally and you only gave her 7 days. She was not there illegally. She is there as a tenant in a month-to-month lease. And therefore, as the landlord, you either need to cancel the lease with 30 days notice or allege a violation. But the violation you alleged was that she was squatting. And I don't find that to be true because she did have permission to be there per the old owner. You're the new owner. You absolutely have the right to end the lease, but you must give her a full lease period, which is 30 days. Because
Yes,
you
ma'am.
only gave her 7 days, court finds that your notice to vacate is insufficient and
May I speak before you rule? May I speak before you rule?
Absolutely, sir.
Jennifer did not have the authority to write a lease. She did not own the property. That's where
Mr.
the
Poteet,
mistake
it's really
is.
irrelevant because there's no dispute that Ms. Makua is in possession and she's been in possession since 2023.
Yeah.
That's a month to month, and you knew that at the time you became the owner. So
Yeah.
the deficiency in your notice to vacate is that it was for 7 days. But you can contact an attorney and ask advice about other possibilities you have. You can appeal my decision. You can also do the process over and notify Ms. Makua if you wish to terminate a lease with her.
Okay, you do understand that the reason I'm saying that she didn't have authority to write a lease, Ms. Makua does not have a functioning lease.
And Mr.
That's
Petit,
why I
what I
said
say is
squatting.
this, Mr. Petit, Ms. Monahan could have absolutely lied, and that still gives Ms. Makua apparent authority. It's called an innocent third-party purchaser. It's a
Okay.
frustration. But Mr. Petit, as the owner, and you've established that with your title, you have the right to cancel the lease. It's just the way you did it is you only gave her 7 days. Now you can appeal my decision, and I would set the appeal bond at $200.
I'll
Well, I
start
have to
over.
set the appeal bond. I have to, y'all. By law, I have to. Whether
Okay.
y'all want to appeal it or not, I am required by law to give y'all that information. So for
Okay.
this kind of case,
May I ask her a question, Judge, also? How much is she supposed to be paying in rent every month?
Mr. Poteet, I'll let you chat with Ms. Makua afterward. Here's what the court has by law. The court would put down the monthly rent of at least $250 per state statute. Court would set an appeal bond equal to $200 because there's not really a monetary issue here. There seems to be, for me, two average parties who are dealing with kind of the frustrations, and eviction property code is kind of distinction. So I would say Mr. Poteet and Ms. Makua, both of you would probably be benefiting to look at some of the free resources on our website. In fact, I'll share my screen and highlight exactly where to get that.
Yeah.
And our
But-
clerk has been putting in the chat box, but for both of you, a good resource would probably be the Travis County Law Library. So this is our main website, right? You can see my picture. It's exciting. Over to the left, there's a section helpful links and resources. And this whole area about eviction and housing assistance. All of these are good resources, and they can advise you both about the situation because you've got a unique situation, but there's a few things. Okay, Mr. Poteet, any other questions?
No, I'll just go ahead and refile it.
Okay, Mr.
and,
Poteet, please check into the requirement for notice to vacate before you file.
Yeah, this was all supposed to be signed and everything, and I thought the lawyer looked over it, and I took it down to the people.
Lawyer.
And I
What
thought they said that my lawyer, and I thought everything was.
Your lawyer.
But I will certainly get this done this week and get things moving. So I will see you again once we schedule it. And I
All right,
appreciate
Mr.
your help,
Thank you.
Judge.
I'm happy to give information. Ms. Makua can answer any questions for you because you're all free to leave.
Okay, I have a question.
Certainly.
When Mr. Poteet and he visited my door on the 12th, and I told him I was willing to be compliant. I wanted to share what has been going on with me and Monahan and and all the evidence I
Ms.
wanted to
Makua, what's your
share with.
question?
Well, after I told him I wanted to make sure that my mom was present because she helps me with my functioning, he weaponized that instead of accommodating.
Ms. Makua, what's your
My-
question? Because you've won your case and you're free to go.
Oh, my question is, I wanted an opportunity to meet with Mr. Poteet.
You absolutely can contact Mr. Poteet and y'all can meet, but you've won your case.
He hasn't given me any contact.
Thank
I
you.
don't have any contact info. He didn't leave me any contact, and I
Makua,
have it on my
Ms.
camera.
Makua, Ms. Makua, when we're done right now, you can call the court. We will give you all of the contact information that we have for
Okay.
Mr. Poteet, okay?
Okay, thank you.
We're happy to provide you that. Absolutely. All right.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Any other questions?
Yeah, yes, John. Well,
All right.
yeah, just come back through and file this stuff exactly how I have, except get the proper notice.
Mr. Poteet, please contact someone about the proper process if you are trying to evict Ms. Makua. I'm afraid I'll give you legal advice beyond that, okay?
Yeah, no. I'll redo
right.
it because I need her out of the place. Thank
Okay,
you.
I'll
thank you
sneed
very much. Good luck.
probate.
All parties are
Thank you.
excused. Thank y'all very much.
Thank you, Judge.